Hi, everyone, and welcome to Bonding with Ashley. I'm your host, Ashley Bond. On today's episode, I want to talk about staying calm when travel gets chaotic. Whether you're on a work trip or a personal trip, a solo trip, a trip with friends, a group trip, there's a lot that can happen throughout that time, no matter how much we plan. So, I have had the absolute pleasure of traveling quite a bit for work and personal. And I wanted to share a few tips that can help you to stay calm while traveling. The first thing is before the trip or when you're on the plane, think of one goal that you have for the trip. It could be a multitude of things. It could be a state of being. Maybe you're going on vacation to relax, and it's the first time in a long time you've stepped away from work and had some time to recharge. So maybe that's going to be your goal for that trip. Or perhaps you're on a work trip and you have a specific goal in mind, whether that is unlocking and building a new relationship with a partner or a client. Maybe it's signing a deal, hoping that sale goes through. Maybe it's making a really good impression with your leadership team or other members at your company. Having one goal in mind can help you set the tone of the trip, and it's something that you can always go back to throughout your time while you're traveling. Another idea for that as well is, if you're on a work trip, obviously there is a lot that you need to accomplish while you're on that trip. But one thing that I think is nice to make it personal for you is think of one local place that you would either like to see or visit or experience. Maybe it's a really unique coffee shop. So you want to make sure one day you get up earlier, go check out that coffee spot, and check that off your list for your actual trip. It just brings a little bit of joy when you kind of try and stop at one local place and can make the trip a little more meaningful, whether it's personal or for work. The second thing, this is an Ashleyism. Everything is figure outable. A friend of mine not too long ago asked me, what are my Ashley-isms? And it was funny because in the moment, I couldn't really think of them. As time went on and I had multiple interactions with other people, I started realizing I do have certain sayings that are pretty much tied to me. And the one thing when it comes to travel is everything is figure outable. I have planned multiple trips, worked for companies where it was my responsibility to organize a great deal of people outside of myself, organize events, work with companies, work with restaurants, work with hotels, work with venues. And all of that gave me a lot of knowledge and experience to figure things out. So I think having that in the back of your mind and just know everything is figure outable. So, taking that notion and accepting that no matter what trip you're on, most likely things will change from what you had originally planned. So, accept it and figure out where you can go from there. Also, if you can and you're in the right headspace, embrace the new route and the journey and the adventure that the change brings about. For example, maybe your flight is getting delayed because of weather back home. If you don't have to be back home, can you take the opportunity to spend an extra day or two, maybe explore somewhere a little bit more than you originally got the chance to do? So, trying to think of those little moments that can make those changes worthwhile is a good thing to remember. And when things happen, stay calm, but move quickly. And this specifically relates to flight cancellations, lost luggage. Those things, it's important to stay calm, but also move quickly. So when flight cancellations happen, a lot of times everyone on that flight is going to need to be rebooked, and there are only so many options. So you want to make sure that you move quickly, whether that's getting on the phone with a representative to help you make those changes. If the airlines has an app that can actually allow you to do it and make those changes yourself, reaching out to a representative in person if you're already at the airport. So moving quickly can help those changes not feel like such a big deal if you can get them set up quickly. That also goes to lost luggage or things being stolen while you're on vacation. If you can move quickly, you will have a better chance of getting your items back, or moving and getting help that you need quicker. And on that note, number 3, focus on what you can control. There's a great deal that you cannot control when you are on a trip. So focusing on the things that you can control will help you stay in the moment and embrace the trip. Number 4, if you can, always keep your phone charged. We have so much on our phones these days that having your phone charged and readily available for you is super important. So if you can do that, I highly recommend that you keep that charged. And number 5, enlist help and embrace connections. So, like I mentioned before, when things happen that are beyond your control and you move quickly and you enlist help from representatives to help you get things moving in the right direction again. Also, if you have free time, enlist the help of people that work at your hotel, people that are local to the area that you're at. You'll probably see something new or do something that you had never thought of before by having the help of somebody who's local to that region, and it'll make it a little more unique and meaningful. And in conjunction with that, embrace new connections while you're on the trip. I think if you can try and do these 5 things on your trip, it will help you to stay calm when things can get chaotic on your trip. But let me know the things that you've done to stay calm on your trips, or how you've managed a situation or a trip that has gotten chaotic for you. I would love to know, because maybe it'll help someone else. And also, where is everyone traveling? What trips do you have planned? And have any of these things happened to you? Thanks for listening, you guys. I hope that you have a wonderful week. I hope some of this has maybe helped you, and I'll talk to you later.